Hope you're okay and having a lovely day. Hope you're up to something good today. I was just coming on to show you a product I've not talked much about with Tropic, and that is the hair care. So it's something that I started to use more recently. I started with the skincare, then the makeup, and now more so recently I've been using the Tropic hair care, and I've absolutely fallen in love with it. So impressed with it. So before I tell you about the products, I just thought I'd let you know about an app that I started to use, which helps me to decide why I decided to switch to Tropic. So if you've not heard of the app, they're called Think Dirty. It looks like that. It is an independent app, so it's not endorsed by Tropic or whatsoever. But if you wanted to know if your products were toxic or safe or unsafe, I would put them in the Think Dirty app. So download the app and then you can put the products in, and it gives them a grade from 0 to 10, 10 being the most toxic and 0 being the cleanest. And it'll list all the ingredients, completely honest, and will tell you what is in those products. So hair care products that I've discovered have a lot of toxic chemicals in. The main ingredients being fragrance. So fragrance is a really toxic thing that we're putting on our hair and our skin. It's synthetic, so it's a toxic chemical, and it is one of the most toxic chemicals that is in beauty products, and it is in a lot of shampoos, which I discovered when I put it in the Think Dirty app. Another product, I can't pronounce this one, but it begins with M. I have it on my banner here. So it is this one here. So it sounds something along the lines of methylisophiazolinone. So that is it's a preservative. A lot of products have preservatives, obviously, to keep them on the shelves and so they last longer. But this particular preservative, if you see it in your products, just be very, very wary, because this is to preserve beauty products and paint. So if it's used to preserve paint and beauty products, I would definitely not be wanting to put that on my skin. It is classed as an irritant. It is not very good for eczema, and it affects the eyes and the lungs and the respiratory system. So if you've suffered from any of those conditions, take a look at your hair products and your beauty products and see what the ingredients are. Another ingredient is SLS, so sulfates. This is what makes the foam in the shampoos, any body washes and bubble baths, and you'll see sulfates. This is also known as a known allergen, and this irritates the eyes and the skin and the lungs again, so it will also give you respiratory problems. And the fourth one, is silicone. So this is like an in between plastic and rubber chemical. So it's man-made chemical, and this is what people to make the hair shiny, they use silicones, but obviously it's a fake man-made product, and it will coat your hair. It's like classed as a sealing agent, so it gives you the illusion of shine, and then also the more and more you use it, obviously it will make it dull, because you're constantly layering on and layering this sealant on. Best way to describe it is it's like laminating a piece of paper. So when you laminate that piece of paper, it's all shiny and nice, but once you keep laminating that same piece of paper, eventually it'll become dull, and it'll lose its lackluster, lose its shine, and then after that it will become weak, and it start to break and snap and dull and crack. So that is what silicones, that's the benefit that they give. So that's another thing. Silicone is, if you're conscious of sea life, they washing it down the drains as well. We need to be aware of what was going down our plugs goes into the sea and onto the seabed, and lots of the silicone is now leaving a nasty layer of silicone on the bottom of the ocean, on the seabed. So that is the what is happening with all these products. So the reason why I use Tropic is because I don't want any of those products in my hair. Tropic their products are full of vitamin B5, so it actually builds your hair strength, and the fragrances are all natural, so that's why I love them. So the one I use the most of, as you can see, this one's nearly all gone. This is the clarifying hair wash. The hero ingredients in this one is aloe vera juice, babassu extract, and coconut derived cleansers. Now the coconut derived cleansers are what give you the lather in these shampoos, so it's a safe, it's not sulfate, it's a coconut derived one. So it's a perfectly safe and natural. This one is an effective concentrate formula. It gently lathers and cleans and freshens your hair without stripping it. It smells so nice and fruity, and it's like, you know, it's real fruit. It's genuine fruit. It's not synthetic, man-made flavours. It's just really fresh, and it's an absolute treat to put on your hair, this one. And what I tend to use as well, just to give myself a good head wash, because it really is, it's nice. It's getting rid of any build-up as well, this product. So I give my head a massage with the Tropic scalp massager, and obviously activate my hair, my blood through my head as well, which encourages healthy hair. So the hair wash, once I've used that, I use the Hair Feast, which is like a deep conditioning treatment. Because my hair is quite oily, I'd only put this on the ends of my hair, and I'd use the hair wash because that is more for oily skin. The Hair Feast can be left on overnight as a deep conditioning treatment as well. It contains murmura butter, plant keratin, and black oat extract. It's also pH balanced as well, and this smells really fruity as well. It is, let's just check the ingredients in this one. Yeah, it's plant proteins, so that's good for strengthening your hair, and it has jojoba and tamanu, which is really good for replenishing moisture in your hair. So if you do have really dry, brittle hair, this is a lovely, lovely treatment. It is called Hair Feast because it is feeding your hair. Absolutely lovely. Now, the other hair wash they do, this is if you have, it's really good for curly hair, dry hair. If your hair is quite brittle and frizzy, this is amazing. It's it doesn't lather up like the hair wash. So this, you just smooth it from the root into the tip, or you could just smooth it and then brush it through with the hair scalp massager. Brush it to the tip. It contains macadamia oil, arginine, and provitamin B5. So this is really good for strengthening your hair. It promotes healthy hair growth and prolongs colour and luminosity for a more luscious locks of overwash. So it doesn't dull your hair, it doesn't strip your hair of any colour. You don't need to use any conditioner with this, because once you've used this, you can just brush through it straight away. It leaves it really nice and moisturised. I don't tend to use this one as much because I do have oily hair. So I would use the hair wash more, but I do this, say once every couple of weeks, just to give it that good nourishment. Yeah, it's a lovely treatment. They also have a Hair Smooth Radiance Oil. Now, I've only got a small one to show you. This is really good for when you're styling your hair. It contains Manju oil, vitamin E, so it's a good nourishment. It gives your hair lots of nourishment. It's lightweight and fast absorbing, and it gives you the omega fatty acids, and it deeply penetrates the hair and improves your manageability. So yeah, you're able to work your hair more with this. It's brilliant. So this is the smaller size, which comes in the Hair Care Discovery Kit. The bigger one is a 75ml, I think. It is, yes, 75 millilitres for the big one. This is a 10ml. So you can buy the big ones, which are 250 mils individually, or there's a Hair Care Discovery Kit, which each one of these is a 50ml. So these can be bought in a 50ml size with the 10ml Hair Smooth Radiance Oil. So you've got both options if you wanted to try the hair care. Please do ask me if you wanted to know any more about it, but I just thought I would introduce you to it and explain all the goodness and all the benefits of the fantastic Tropic hair care. So yeah, any questions, and if you want to know any more about them, please do get in touch. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.